Alright, homie. Hate to do it to you, except for one thing. Let's take a look at this garbage. 6195 out of 6200. We're in for a ride. And I see 15 Bulbasaurs. Off to a good start. Can I watch this in slow motion? Maybe not. Maybe I can. Maybe I'm too stupid to figure it out. Doesn't matter. What does this do? Oh, God. Alright. You got like a million Bulbasaurs. I don't know why. You got a million Venusaurs. I don't know why. Dog, you got 3 Ultra Venusaurs that are all like top 10 rank. You need one of them. I don't know. Does one of these like win some breakpoint that matters? Seems suspicious. I don't know. How often is like a Venusaur breakpoint counting or bulk point? You don't need that many. Same with shinies. We need like 4 shiny. Okay, there was a shadow. What do you need 3 shiny Venusaurs for? Dear Lord, that's a lot of Charmanders. I saw a lot of costume Charmanders in there, and that is a lot of Charizards. I don't know what you need all those Charizards for, and you don't know either. Maybe there's some PvP moveset combinations that you've concocted for there, but you definitely don't need like 11 Sunglasses Squirtle. I'm starting to see this pattern that you hoard a lot of costume Pokemon. I can't wait to see the Pikachus. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot of costume Pikachus. This is egregious. Just keep like 1 to 2 of every type. You know, you don't need you don't need like 6 of every costume Pikachu. You know, you just don't. I don't know what these are serving you for. Also, what is this? Clean out your shinies. These are community shinies, and I know you don't need them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. More costumes. More costumes. A million shiny mouths. Save level 1 for me. What? Hold on. Is Primeape even good in Great League? Why do you have 7 of them? What is this? Why do you have 7? What do you have like 19 Poliwag? What is this? What is this for? What is, make him a Politoed or don't. 207. What do you need 207 for? Shiny? Guess. But then you got 136. I don't know, man. Shadow Wrath. Eh. Okay, this is community shiny. Empty this out. You got like 20 Abras. Probably the same thing for a lot of this. See, Geodude, community shinies, empty them. Magnemites, I'm guessing you caught those recently. That's excusable. Same with Grimers. That is so many Gengar. That is so many Gengar. Even just not even counting the costume ones. Let's see. Rewound a little too much. Okay, so we got. I think you evolved those. Maybe those were already. So you've got like basically a page of like regular Gengar. Got 2 shinies in there, sure. And then you have almost a page of party hats, and then a bunch more Halloween hats. Like the Halloween ones, just keep like 1 of each. You know, keep the Ultra one if you like it. But it's like also like you already have like, you don't need like 5 of every Ultramon. You don't even need 1 of most Ultramons. Ultra League has like 20 Pokemon. I'm exaggerating, but you know. Okay, that's a lot of shiny Drowsy. Okay. A lot of everything. Oh my. Okay, here we go. The Marowak hoarding. Please tell me. Please God tell me these are not ranks. You're keeping a 3,000 rank Marowak. I know like at some point in time like these Marowaks were hard to come by, But I think like everyone now who needed a lowland, like no one's looking for rerolls on a lowland Marowak. We've had like events where they spawn in the wild. They've been around for a while, so people could trade them off rerolls. And most importantly, you could evolve Cubone into a lowland Marowak last May, I think it was. So there's no need. Dump this. You don't need them and no one wants them. Lickitongs, I'll take those for XL. I'm assuming you're looking to like trade those to someone. And if you're looking for Lickitung rerolls, maybe I have some for you, but probably I don't. Wheezing, I know you've been doing these for recently. Some of the stuff that's like for trade, you gotta evaluate with yourself like how likely am I to actually offload it. There's some stuff where like I had to dump like 30 Kangaskhan recently because I was like, I would love to reroll these, but like only for other Kangaskhan. And the thing is, like, no one else like is hoarding as many of these. They either already rerolled them or already trashed them, or they just used like their free passes and they did like 5 Kangaskhan when they were like megas. So it's like I'm almost better off just trying to do more raids if I like want a hundo. And so if you don't have like someone to, even just offloading these for something you maybe care about and just getting an XL while the season's still going is a better choice than just transferring them, but you might want to just transfer them. It'll clear up a lot of space real fast to get rid of regionals that way. Again, 1 million shinies. That's 1 billion Magikarp shinies. 1 billion Lapras, some of which I would reroll with you. You definitely don't need this many shiny EVs. Jesus Christ. Did you even transfer in the first community day? Okay, what do you have like 9? What do you have like 9 Jolteon for? Come on, dude. Legendaries, you need to go through these at some point. You think about like, if we get a season with 2 special trades per day, are you using them every day? And if you are using them, how often are you offloading Articunos? How often is it instead just something that's more recent relevant? All right, let me see. Let's see Gen 2. I bet it's a similar situation. Similar sad, pathetic situation. Just kidding. All right, let's see. Million billion shinies. Yeah, you've got like so many community day shinies you could just get rid of. It's like a pain in the ass to do one by one, but like put on a TV show and just do it. Actually, it's easier now because now what you can do, just select them and tag them all and just make some like tag call of just like Pokemon to transfer, and then just go through that tag and just sit down half an hour, put on an episode of something, do it. Unknown are still like somewhat desirable, but even so, you probably have too many. I keep the like question mark and exclamation mark. Those are like rare ones that people actually want for trades, or like some of the letters. But a lot of the letters that have been recurring, like C, no one wants unknown C. No one wants G. G's been like Chicago. It's been Go Fest. I think it was something else. A, I'm pretty sure was like a ton of times. E, I feel like was a ton of times. O was a ton of times. T was in raids, so like everyone has it. Like, only really keep the letters that are like worth trading off because like they actually just like weren't available locally. Yeah, some of these things that you have 1 million shinies of, it's like Skarmory is like a boosted shiny rate, and it's like well known. Like just get rid of it. You don't need it. No one's like needs a shiny Skarmory. Is this Gen 2 and onwards? What are we looking at? Yeah, it keeps going to Gen 3. 1 billion shiny Mudkips, same problem. Like, yeah, you probably have, you wanted to cut down like 1,000 space. I guess you probably have upwards of 500 just in community mons that you just haven't transferred. Like, you don't even have to make hard decisions of like, oh, but I kind of like it. Like, this community stuff, I know you were just too lazy. Also, go through your shadow stabilized. I know it just means you haven't checked them. What is this? What is this alarm for? Boo. Okay. What do you have a million Roselias? Some of these are like bizarre things to have a million of. Like, again, if you're hoarding a lot of Torkoal, like, I kind of get it. But, like, if you're holding, I don't know, Roselia, like, I don't know why. Yeah, Shiny Swablu is a classic. Like, that's been around forever. Just get rid of it. Oh, yeah, also it was a community day. I forgot about that. I just didn't play that day. Yeah, I'm coming for that one. Don't worry. That'll be my tithe for this review. Alright. Yeah, Tropius, same deal, same spiel. Million Spiel, million Relicanth. I just fleeced Bernardo of all his Relicanth. That was a good time. I got like 5 luckies and no hundo. Boo. What is this? Yeah, legendaries. Legendaries are tougher to go through because like people do sometimes want them. I wouldn't transfer shiny legendaries more or less no matter what. Mythicals you could if you have a lot to spare, but shiny legendaries I basically wouldn't because they are still probably the most desirable Pokemon for lucky trades, and it's like you never know which one people will want off a lucky trade, especially like I don't know how common this is, but like a lot of times I ask for just like shiny legendaries of just something that I want the hundo of, and especially if it's not even that popular to raid, like it's hard to find people to do raids to try and get a hundo, so I might as well get like the lucky of something that people don't really like raiding. Once you got, Jesus, so many Gibble, so many Munchlax. I don't know what you're doing to those Munchlax. You're like a Snorlax guy, aren't you? See, I'll let one slide. Like, if you got like one Pokemon where that's like your favorite Pokemon, I'll let it slide. You can keep a collection of those. But, oh, I just went back in time. There's some of the stuff. Dude, you have so many evolutions. I saw you had like every evolution you had like a million of. I didn't actually see Umbreon or Espeon. I'm sure you got some Umbreons for PvP because it's good, but like Espeon, you better not be sticking around holding like 7 Espeons. No need for that garbage. Especially since they just like spawn in the wild now. Like Heatran, there's so many Heatran to keep. I saw some of them labeled trade. Maybe they're old, like the old stuff, high chance of being lucky, but you also have to think to yourself, like, if I'm not even collecting on a special trade on most days, which maybe you are, because, like, didn't you say your mom plays? Anyways, like, if you're not collecting on that special trade often, either start or get rid of the stuff that you, like, think you're going to someday trade off that way. Because when you do the math on, like, how many days, if I have like some amount of stuff that I'm hoping to trade or re-roll or whatever, and it takes a special trade, how many days worth of special trades will it take me to like go through it? And if it's more than like a few months, like get rid of it. Like you're not gonna get to the bottom of that queue because that queue is gonna keep growing as you start to amass more shiny legendaries for lucky trades and this and that, and you know, I wouldn't keep more than, I would say keep like maximum like 100 special trades that you're willing to re-roll, and that's if you keep a pretty good pace of like actually collecting a special trade most days. You know, I wouldn't keep that queue particularly long. You know, especially it's like if you're willing to spend money on raids, like you can just get more legendaries like fast and you know what to do with them. Yeah, and I'm guessing it's probably just gonna be the same story for the rest of the decks, but like a little thinner because you have had less time to get like a million shinies of some of these things. It's a lot of socks. This is like, yeah, I mean, I would definitely just be like, hey, who's gonna, you know, reroll this stuff with me, and be open to the fact that if you want to get rid of Like some of these things you might have to travel. Dude, that is so many Axu. That's like, just trade them for the 1XL candy. Don't even worry about the reroll levels of Axu. That's so many. Same with the Dino. Or the shiny Dino. That's just a million billion of them. Yeah, most of this other stuff. I don't know, I got like a million Amora. Is the thing even good? I don't think so. Yeah, this is stuff where you it would be difficult for you to hoard it. So I think we get the gist. You gotta take your costumes, cull that down. You got a trillion of them. Especially take your shinies that are like community shinies that no one's gonna want them. Make a tag, dump them while watching a TV show, doing something relaxing. Legendaries, figure out what's some bare bones amount that you're willing to reroll or to like trade. Like, you know, keep maybe like 1 or 2 spares of every legendary because you never know, and like keep all your shiny ones because they're the ones people want for lucky trades. But then it's like, don't be sitting on top of, you know, 100 Cartana. Rich is the only one who wants it, and he wants that Hondo bad. You know, you just don't need that. You're not gonna go through that many. You know, tag or mass transfer. Whatever. Yeah, you don't have to tag him. You can just enable the expanded group transfer. You can get rid of like probably, I think easily like 300 legendaries, and you could probably put a little bit of thought into it to find another like 200. I think you can easily get rid of 500 shinies. There's probably more in there. And then there's like some stuff that you've got like a lot of multiples of, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, it's like of Pokemon that are like really super top meta for like consistently in basically like any format that they're legal in for PvP. I get it that you might have like multiples to run like an alternate moveset without needing the TMs, or because there's some specific like breakpoint you hit, you know. And I'm talking, this is like the G-Fisks, the Azumarils, the Defense Deoxys, you know, maybe the Registeel, like those top Pokemon of the world, right? For something that's like fine, it's like playable. It sometimes has its time to shine in certain cops, and it's like playable in like Open Great League, but like not like top meta pick. It's a little spicy. You don't need more than 1 IV spread, and I don't have to lecture you that like the rank isn't like the most important thing for those. You know, it's like, does it fit into your core strategy? And then for stuff that's like could be someday good if it got the right move set, and even then might still depend on like a type restricted cup. It's like, dude, don't keep multiples. Like, sure, keep the one, because it's like, okay, I got this like rank 9 of whatever, and maybe it'll someday be good, and I won't power it up till then. Like, whatever, keep that. It's not gonna burn a hole in your storage to do that. But if you're keeping like 4 of them, dude, don't even waste your time. Just get rid of it. So I think you can easily find 1,000 space. There'll be a little bit of a pain in the ass to transfer some of it. I think you can make the executive call relatively easily on like 500 more. And then I think if you come to terms with how much you can trade, either like, dude, post in the Discord and make one of us hang out with you. I mean, maybe we'll make you come to us, but still, it's like if you can at least maybe like offload those Axus to somebody and just get the 100 XLs, or find someone who's still got Kangas sitting around to reroll, or maybe I have something I could give you. I don't think I have Kangas anymore, but I have something I could give you, and I probably still have some Kangas. You know, like, just trade some of the regionals off. You know, those regionals, like, even if people wanted them as dex fillers, like, there's not enough people to go around to want them. Like, the people who are going to want them are the people who are collecting like the Hundo decks, and they're like, just give me all of them, and I'll give you all of mine, and we'll, maybe if we're lucky, one of us gets the Hundo. You know, like, that's, if you're saving them for people who might want as dex filler, save like 5 of each. you know, like no more. Because it's not gonna, you're not gonna find people who want it that bad. Like that number thins down all the time, and every time there's an event with regionals, it's like less and less people that like need that regional now. So that's what I got for you. Good luck.